Is it a fear of judgment? Is it a fear of failure? Are you embarrassed over how you look? Is there a fear there that you won't be able to do the exercise properly and everyone else will be perfect? Have you had a bad experience? Are you low in confidence? I would think that the hardest part is saying the words, I'm doing this. Just saying those words, I'm doing this. So let's get you there. Welcome to Strong Mind, Strong Body, the podcast from your favourite fitness studio, RG Fitness and Pilates in Trim, County Meath. We believe that building a strong, confident mind and body takes precedence over everything. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Roisin Greene, and today we are going to be talking about gymtimidation. What is gymtimidation? Well, it is the fear of going to the gym or fitness classes, even though deep down you really wish you could do it. This is so real, and it's way more common than you think it might be. So I want you to tell me, does any of these sentences or thoughts sound familiar to you? So you're scrolling away, you're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever socials you're on, and you're seeing all these people in the gym, and you're seeing them at the fitness classes or the spin classes, and they're lifting weights or whatever, and you're sitting there going, I'd love to do that. I'd never be able to do that. I've no time. They'd all look at me and laugh. Oh my God, that looks impossible. Well, I'd be the worst in the class for sure. I'm too big to go there. I've no confidence. Or have you gone to the gym, walked around in a few circles, headed for the old familiar treadmill for about 10 minutes and then walked out? Because I know I've definitely done that before. Or have you walked to the door of the studio, heard the music, heard the vibe, and just turned around and walked away? If this is you, keep listening. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to the root of the issue. Is it a fear of judgment? Is it a fear of failure? Are you embarrassed over how you look? Is there a fear there that you won't be able to do the exercise properly and everyone else will be perfect? Have you had a bad experience? Are you low in confidence? I would think that the hardest part is saying the words, I'm doing this. Just saying those words, I'm doing this. So let's get you there. We're going to start small. We're going to bring it all the way back, okay? You're not going to march into the gym or march into the fitness studio tomorrow, start shouting, I've arrived, and start lifting mad heavy dumbbells. Yet. You're not going to do it yet. So we're going to break it down into a few simple steps, from the very first thought of, I really want to do this, to getting you to the point of saying, I am doing this. So the first thing I would say to do is find the gym or the studio that feels right for you. And this might take a few trials, and that's okay. Don't be deflated if the first one you go to just doesn't feel right for you for whatever reason. It could be any reason. Maybe you don't like the atmosphere in the place, or you don't like the layout, or whatever. But try other places, because there's definitely something out there for everyone. Make an appointment to be shown around. Don't be afraid to reach out to them on Instagram, or call them, or just make an appointment to be shown around. It gives yourself a little bit of time to prep, rather than just walking in and saying, show me around. Make your appointment so that they're ready to sell their venue to you as well. Once you get in there, get familiar with the layout, and then try and remember the staff, whoever's showing you around, or maybe one or two of the staff members' names. It makes it familiar for you when you go back in. And at least if you do go back in and you have a familiar face, it'll be a little bit easier then to get into the gym or get into the class. If it's just the gym you want, a lot of gyms now will make you a program. So they'll ask you what your goals are, what you want to do. So make sure you ask them, if it's just the gym you want, will they make you a program and show you around and show you how to work all the different gym machines. If it's the classes that you're doing that you want to do, ask them if they do trial classes, or can you try the classes, a little maybe 20 minutes kind of classes that you can just go in and see if it's something that you might like. Arm yourself with as much information as possible, okay? Because then you can make the right decision for you. And don't be afraid to discuss your concerns with the person that's showing you around. Tell them that you're nervous. Tell them that maybe you're a complete beginner and you've never lifted weights before. They understand that. They hear this all the time. Tell them what your goals are, okay? Where you want to be in 6 weeks' time, or in 12 weeks' time, or in a year's time. But remember to keep your goals achievable and manageable. Consistency is key. Don't go in there saying, oh, I want to be able to run a marathon in 6 weeks' time, because that's not achievable, that's not manageable. Well, maybe it is, I don't know, but for me it definitely won't be. Okay, so start small and build, build, build. And like I said, you won't be the first person that has come into this venue or come into this place and asked these questions and felt the way you're feeling. So when you found a setting that you're happy with, let's make sure that you do everything you can to make your first session the best session, and one that wants to make you come back, okay? Keep coming back again and again and again, okay? So I would say treat yourself to some new leggings or gym tops. Pennies and Dunnes have a really fab range of activewear. Now you can go Shein, you can go New Dimensions, you can go, there's loads of different places out there that sell gym wear. But I know Pennies and Dunnes have a fab range, and Shein have a fab range as well. Have your bag packed ready at the front door the night before. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Not having your bag ready is an easy excuse not to go, because you could get up in the morning, you could be trying to get the kids ready for school, and the class may start at 9:30, you could have something that just delays you. If you have your bag ready at the door, grab, go. You're out the door, ready to go. When prepping your bag, make sure to include your water, your towel and your earphones. If you're just doing gym or you're working out solo by yourself, just pop your earphones in as well. If you're doing your own thing in the gym, get your best motivational tunes onto a playlist. You'd really be amazed how effective this can be. If you're on the treadmill or on any of the machines and you've got that music, the real pumping music in your ear, is really, really good. And even though you may be feeling nervous and you might not want to eat, you've got to eat. Make sure you eat a good meal up to an hour before training. The last thing you want is to go into a class and start feeling dizzy and start feeling lightheaded, or you have to leave early because you'll never go back. So make sure to fuel your body before you go. When you get to the class, walk in, shoulders back, smile, say hello to other people in the room. You'd be amazing once you get chatting to other people, you'll instantly feel relaxed, and they'll probably give you some tips maybe about the instructor, say, oh, such and such is going to kill us today, but it's grand, you'll be fine. Just that little bit of support, a little smile can go a long way once you start chatting to people. During the class, it's really important to remember to do what you can do. Listen to your body. You're not in competition with anyone else in the room. You showed up for you. You didn't show up for Mary or Brian or whoever, 2 stations down or whatever. You're doing this for you. You know your body better than anyone else, so listen to your body. If you need to take a breather in the class because you're just a little bit overwhelmed with everything, take a breather. Just take a little step back, a few deep breaths, and just join in when you're ready. If you're not sure what weights to use, pick light and build slowly. Say to the instructor that, can you try lighter weights? Most instructors, especially on your first day, will be like, absolutely. Over time, when the instructor gets to know you a little bit better, they may be able to push on, and they might feel that you're ready to be pushed on a little bit more. But on your first day, definitely pick light and build slowly. And like I said, nobody knows your body better than you do. Don't worry about anyone else. Everybody is there to do the same as you, no matter what level of their ability. I often say in my spin classes, if there's somebody behind you and we're sprinting, and they're sprinting so hard that there's nearly smoke coming out of the back of the bike, and you're looking at them going, oh my God, I can't do that fast. You don't have to do that fast. You do what works for you. So if you're sprinting on a bike and you're going as fast as you can go, well, then you just go as fast as you can go. And then get to it, and then eventually you'll build up to a stage where you're sprinting as fast as the smoke's coming out the back of the bike. Nobody is looking at you. Okay, as much as you might think, oh my God, they're all watching me now, look at me, I can't even do the squat properly. They're not. Everyone is just there doing their own thing, okay? They're too busy giving it their all to be looking at you or looking at anyone else. And if you're not sure about any exercise, please, please, please ask the instructor, okay? The instructor should only be too happy to help. They would much rather that they spend 10 seconds showing you the correct form on an exercise rather than you having an injury and not coming back. So please, if you're not sure of any exercise, always ask the instructor. Now, most times the instructor will be watching anyway. They should be watching just to make sure everyone's form is correct. But if you're not sure, please ask. And the same goes for the gym. If you're not sure how to use any of the machines, doesn't matter what one it is, ask someone to show you. Go out to the desk or go out to reception, or you might see an instructor kind of hovering around the gym. Just go up to them and ask them. They'd be only too happy to help you. So then, at the end of your class or at the end of your session, after you've had the laughs with the other members on how tough the class was or how fun the class was, you walk out of there with your head held high and say to yourself, I'm doing this. Not I would love to do this, I'm doing this. And that's your reward, the neurological reward, the dopamine hit, the reduced cortisol levels, and best of all, the confidence because you showed up. You showed up, you did it. You've started to now change your mindset from, I could never do that, I wish I could do that, to, I'm doing it. And let's be real, you are going to be sore for a few days after. Going up the stairs and sitting on the toilet might be a bit challenging, but that's a good pain. That's a reminder of what you did. Once you've done one class, start planning your next one. And if you have any injuries or concerns, talk to your instructor. That's what they're there for. They're trained to deal with these type of situations. I know what that feeling is like. I've been there. The apprehension, the fear, etc. That's why in my studio, I pride myself in inclusivity, ensuring that all abilities are welcome here, from complete beginners all the way up to like advanced people, advanced in training. I want every person that comes through the door to feel accepted, to feel welcome, to feel able, and to leave with a smile knowing how amazing they are. That's the goal for me. That's my why. I hope you enjoyed this session today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast today. This week's shout out I want to give is to Erin and Quiva. So Erin and Quiva are two friends that have been coming to my classes now for, we'll say, about a year, and then they've recently started to add a little bit of PT to their training, but they're absolutely smashing it out the park. So yeah, big shout out to Erin and Quiva this week. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and remember to look after your mind, take care of your body, and remember that strong is the new skinny. See you soon.